Flogging is a punishment in which the victim is hit repeatedly with a whip or stick. Attorney Jerry Edwin says he was shocked to discover that flogging, a form of punishment ostensibly formulated by former slave and colonial rulers, is not only still allowed under Grenada's laws, but also routinely ordered by magistrates and carried out at police stations by officers. There has been a moratorium on flogging since the motion was filed in 2017 in accordance with Section 16 of the Grenada Constitution, which speaks to the enforcement of protective provisions.
There were magistrates here that were flogging men just for traffic infractions, that were sending people out to be flogged immediately, although the law says you have to wait 14 days. It's like the death penalty. Certain sentences you must wait before carrying out the sentence. A person who is flogged cannot appeal. Well, there were magistrates that didn't care. They take you right out of the courthouse to the police station, pull your pants down, and take the beating as an enslaved person.
Edwin took issue that successive governments have not had the courage to remove the inhumane legislation from the law books.
Under the last administration, we were told that the entire cabinet is against this practice. Yet the entire cabinet did nothing. We have appealed to the current government, the current Attorney General, and we have a fantastic indication from these young people in the current government that every one of them, unsurprisingly, are totally against this barbaric practice. Yet no one stands up and says, let us end the practice of beating our Grenadian citizens like they are enslaved people.
Grenada is the only country in the entire Western Hemisphere that allows police and prison officers to flog men convicted of criminal offenses.
There are so many men who've suffered injury to their private parts. So many men who can no longer have children because of the way they were beaten. I hope the conscience of this cabinet, this government, will show itself to have a different face than the prior administration.
The constitutional motion, he says, has since received support from other members of the criminal bar, including Attorney Ruggles Ferguson, KC, Dr. Francis Alexis, KC, and Senior Attorney Anselm Clouden.
And so we believe that the removal of this law from our books would bring us into the modern era so that Grenadians, our judges, our prosecutors, we know how to punish, and we do not have to open the playbook of the slave master.
Offenses punishable by flogging in Grenada, according to law, are predisposed larceny with threat of violence and robbery with violence. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.